Algebraic equations, part 1. This is an algebraic expression, but this would be an algebraic equation. It has an answer and it has this equal to sign. So an algebraic equation will have this equal to sign. An algebraic expression will not have the equal to sign and the answer. Let's look at the worksheet I had given you. Write a number sentence for each of the following problems and solve for the unknown number. So whenever we see unknown number, a number, we're going to use a variable to represent it. And in this question, we're going to use the variable x. So when we say a number, instead of a number, we're going to use x. So let's look at this first example. When I divide a number by 4, the answer is 6. Let's look at it. There's my equation. So when I divide a number by 4, there's a number, that's the variable x. My answer is 6, so is equal to 6. Then I want you to find out what is the value of this x. What divided by 4 would give me 6? 24. 24 divided by 4 would give me 6. I want you to go through these questions and the answers. These are the examples. Then you are going to do 14.4 for me. Let's read it. Write a number sentence for each of the following problems and solve for the unknown number. Check your solutions. Let's do number 2a. It says, if 12 is added to a certain number, so let's take that certain number, we're going to call it x. If 12 is added, so added plus sign 12, certain number, the answer is 35. So I'm going to write is equal to 35. I'm not done with this question. What plus 12 will give me 35? So my answer would be x is 23. So x only represents this value 23. You can do the rest on your own. Let's look at number 2. Find the values of the variables that make these sentences true. So you're going to say number 2a. Number 2a. Five plus a is equal to 18. I want you to give me the value of this a. 5 plus what will give me 18? So a would be 13 because 5 plus 13 is 18. The answers will be posted on the WhatsApp group. Once you are done with page 4, when you're back at school, you will get page 5 and 6 of this worksheet. I'm going to put it up on the WhatsApp group for your parents. Here we have an algebraic expression, that's 2x plus 3. But an algebraic equation would be 2x plus 3 is equal to 10. The clue is an algebraic equation will always have this equal to sign in it. So here are some examples that I would have done on the chalkboard for you. You're going to solve for x. So when they ask you to solve algebraic equations, sometimes we could say solve a number sentence, solve for x, or solve for any other variable, y, a, b, c. These are all called algebraic equations. So let's do the first one, x plus 7. I have x plus 7 is equal to 13. This is what we're going to do. The rule is all your variables or your alphabets must be on the left-hand side, but all your numbers must be on the right-hand side of this equal to sign. So I always leave my variables on this side of the equal to sign, but all the numbers and the symbols must go on to the right-hand side. So in this case, I'm going to bring x down. The equal to sign stays the same, bring down 13. 13 is a number. It is already on the right-hand side. But can you see this plus 7? It's not in the correct place. This plus 7 needs to move onto this side. But when this plus 7 moves onto this side, the sign will change. It will become the opposite of plus, which is minus 7. Now I can solve for this x. So our next step, bring down the x is equal to, what is 13 minus 7? Okay, so I wrote down each example to make this simpler or faster for me. X minus 2 gives me 15. So I'm going to bring down x is equal to 15. This minus 2, it's not in the correct place. It needs to go, right now it's on the left hand side. It needs to go onto the right hand side. And when I move it to the right hand side, the sign changes. So if it's minus, it will become plus. If it's plus, it will become minus. So this becomes minus 2. Now I can solve for x. What is 15 plus 2? My answer is 17. Right, the next one. I've got 2x is equal to 20. In the previous examples, we would have learned that this actually means 2 times x, or the product of an unknown number and 2. So if this is 2 times x, means I'm going to bring x down. See this 20. Now, when I bring the 2 onto this side, because here it's multiplication, it's going to do the opposite. It's going to become division. So x is equal to, what is 20 divided by 2? My answer is 10. Next example, again, I must only have my alphabet or my variable on the left hand side. My numbers must all move onto the right hand side. This 5 needs to move onto this side. At the moment, this means 5 times x. So when I move the 5 onto this side, it becomes divided by 5. So my last step would be 55 divided by 5. My answer is 11. Right, let's look at this. So I'm going to write down 3x is equal to 15. That's in the correct place already. Can you see this plus 3? I'm going to move it onto this side. And when I move plus 3 onto the right hand side, it becomes minus 3. So I'm going to bring down this 3x, which means 3x is equal to 15 minus 3, which is 12. I'm still not done with this example. Now I need to move the minus 3 onto this side. And remember, this means 3 times x. So 3 times, when I move it onto the right hand side, it will become divided by 3. So x is equal to, what is 12 divided by 3? X is 4. My last example, again, leave 4x on this side, is equal to 3. Those are already in the correct places for now. See this minus 10 needs to move on this side. When I move it, it becomes plus 10. So my answer is 3 plus 10 is equal to 13. I think I made a mistake with this question. Oh, sorry. The question is supposed to be 30. There we go. I looked at the question again. There's it here. 4x minus 10 is equal to 30. So that will be 30 plus 10 would now give me 40. Forgot to bring 4x down. Right, so to work out the value of only the x, so at the moment this is 4 times x. When I take 4 times onto this side, it becomes divided by 4. So x would be 40 divided by 4, which is 10. Boys and girls, I hope you all enjoyed this section. I'm going to send the exercise on the WhatsApp group. This is one of my favorite sections in maths, and I hope you enjoy it too. Thank you.